From the subreddit Showerthoughts. Being a centaur and having to hide a random boner must be complicated. Centaur would never hide a boner. The real question is, how do you relieve the boner with no help? Why hide it? I'm half centaur, but nobody believes me. I'm the miracle mixed child between a centaur and a human. From the waist down I'm human, but from the waist up I'm centaur. You have no idea. Imagine being the 1 in 100 chance of a centaur with a human-sized dick instead of that 3 feet horse cock. If anyone's been around horses, they would know that horses don't give a fuck. It's the only way to outrun a centaur. Wear it proudly. Chiron, I didn't know we were doing staff training today. Nah, just slap that shit on the floor to assert dominance. Centaurs don't give a fuck. Ever watched BoJack Horseman? Yeah, me neither. Why would a centaur hide his boner? He has nothing to be ashamed of. He is hung like a horse. Same with being a nudist. I've always wondered if centaurs have 2 sets of lungs? 2 intestinal tracts? 2 hearts? Do they eat hay or meat? Depends on who they're hiding it from. Other centaurs have high lines of sight, so unless they bend down and stick their head under there, they ain't seeing nothing. I think they would just sport it with pride, strutting around like, yeah, get you a good look. First we need to establish where this boner would be. Would it be in front of the front legs like a human boner? Or would it be where a horse penis would go? Or does he have 2? I reckon they just embrace it. Explains why I sometimes see backpacks carried under centers instead of on their backs. You think I'm hiding my horse cock if I had one? You'd all be sexually assaulted by me, not even intentionally most of the time. Now this is pod racing. This is such a pure shower thought. You have a boner? No, sorry, this is my normal size. Hiding a boner is complicated in general. There's no such thing as a random boner, but a new opportunity. You own it. I think if you were a centaur with a boner and you walked into a room, the boner would be the least of that room's occupants' concerns. If you've actually read any of the real centaur stories, they'll find someone to use the boner on, not hide it. Have seen dogs getting patted by passerbys while on a walk with a raging boner. But it seems nobody else noticed. They all look pretty proud of themselves regardless. I'm sure they are just as proud of their boners. Nothing to hide. Centaur don't give a damn. I could honestly say that this question has never ever crossed my mind, haha. You'd be wearing those horse coat things if you were out in public. So I imagine it hangs low enough to hide the boner. Being a human and not needing to hide your boner cause your dick is small. How many men would literally kill to be hung like a horse? No shame there, bro. Rock that cock, bro. I mean, if you're a centaur and don't wear some kind of pants, your dick is out all the time anyways. You really don't have tradition human social decency. Also, you don't exist, so there's that too, lol. /profanity counter. Is the penis between the front arms or the back legs? Now this is a shower thought. I mean, if you're already a centaur. Ike how well horses lay down. Cause in a more serious answer. One universe I read stuff from sometimes has many different tauric races, though they trend towards cats, foxes, and the like, and they are mentioned to find an excuse to lay down to do so. Can't express dominance if you hide it. Do you have it from humans or horses or centaurs? Use it to assert dominance. Establish and maintain eye contact. The question is it from a horse or a human? They cover up the human part with a blanket so everyone just thinks they're an erect horse. Fuck it. Especially if you are the type with front and back wieners. On average, centaurs have 2 arms and 5 legs. Would they have 1 or 2, and where would it be? In between its animal legs or at the human body front? That's the thing, a centaur would just live with it. It really isn't. You can't hide it, so might as well not. They really should have addressed this issue in the Harry Potter series. They embrace it. It's like a rite of passage. Truth. They don't hide, they utilize. Why have you thought of this? What the hell are you doing in the shower to think about this? Also, where is it? Underneath the horse part or at the bottom of the human chest? Having an erection would be the least of your problems. Really depends on which side is horse, I suppose. That's the fun part. You don't. There's a store, called Obesians and such, that no doubt has a device for exactly this. Can confirm. It's the worst. If you see the boner, it's not his fault. Stop making him feel uncomfortable. You just hide it inside another centaur. They don't hide it. Centaurs are a proud race. Yeah, but horses can jack themselves off without hands. They don't have imposed modesty. I have found way too many content based on this shower thought. If they have nipples on the human part, the genitals will also be in front. If not, then both. Nipples and genitals are below. Educational. On the contrary, I would think animals have it a lot easier not having to hide random boners. They probably end up getting to use them a lot more consistently since they're always visible. Especially as a reverse centaur. Very embarrassing indeed. Don't hide it. Use it. On whatever you want. You're a fucking centaur. Are not centaurs really horny creatures? Centaurs are a very proud people. Not really a problem for things that don't exist, so. Professor Umbridge hated that. Depends on the age-old question, how does a centaur wear pants? You ever see a horse hide a boner to begin with? Or just being a horse? Mr. Bruner WTF. No, wave that thing with pride. R/centaur. Is shower thoughts just haha penis now? Centaurs are notoriously horny rapey beasts. One would never hide its boner, it would relieve it with the unwilling aid of whatever young woman they found. Sigh. /unzip/. Centaurs don't hide their boner. They use it. Or a 5th grade boy doing a presentation in the front of the class. But where would a centaur dong be? Between the front legs or the back? Would it be man-sized or horse-sized? Imagine a horse-sized one between the front legs. Centaurs aren't bound by the shame humans experience. Nice 5th leg, Chad. Wouldn't their penis just be the horse's penis? Plus, I think it would be even more embarrassing for all the gnomes having to explain why they have black eyes to each other. Never seen a centaur with pants on, not that I've seen many. He could just sit/lay on his stomach. Why do you think centaurs hide their boners? If you had a horse penis, would you ever hide it? You could ask Chiron. Or no, the party ponies. You can find them pretty much everywhere. What if you were a centaur but had an average human-sized dick? Maybe Therese 2 boners and the centaur is the happiest creature alive. Just tuck it into the waistband of your centaur sweatpants. Horse pants. What if it's man torso, horse legs, then human penis? R/T. Technically we're half centaur. Why centaur? Nah, you can just blame the horse bit. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Thank you for your concern towards the centaur population. What? Centaurs are historically extremely sexually violent, so I think it wouldn't be the centaur that would need to be hiding. I must go, my peoples need me. And just why, dear fellow human, do you assume that centaur boners are random? So true. My 10-yo earlier worked out that centaurs would be omnivores from their dentition, but wouldn't be able to reach to wipe their butt. I am not intimidating. You are intimidated. Lol. Nah mate, they'd be all like ayo look a ma dick y'all. Which would a centaur get a boner more for, horses or humans? I love this sub. Especially someone else's. Modern centaurs would probably wear pants or a kilt. Monster girl lovers already got this covered. Especially in front of furry. I'd bet in an actual centaur society either they would have developed to just not care, or typical clothing would include something akin to a skirt or muumuu for males for exactly that reason. Why would you hide a centaur boner? Probably only in the minds of any humans who might be witnessing. Centaurs are geldings for this exact reason. Look it up. Just wear a skirt, duh. If you're a centaur, would you care? You'd be hung like a horse and everyone would be impressed. Oddly specific, thoughtful face. Depends on how many you have to worry about, 2 or 1? Where's the penis? Seems to me he really does give a fuck. Centaurs would just rape.